There's a moment in every run when the noise of the world starts to fade. The traffic, the messages, the thoughts, all of it slowly dissolves until you're left with something rare: stillness. Not silence in the absence of sound, but silence in the presence of peace. Maybe you think that running is about how far, how fast, how strong, but somewhere along the way, you'll probably realise it's not the body that's moving forward, it's the mind. Because out here, each step becomes a question, and each breath an answer. And somewhere in between them both, you start to see yourself more clearly. We live in a world of constant motion, endless information, everybody talking, everyone chasing. But running really slows that chase until it strips everything away, until what's left is who you truly are. You, the road, and the sound of your breath. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard once wrote, "I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and I know of no thoughts that are so burdensome that I cannot walk away from it." And that's it, isn't it? We run not to escape life, but maybe to make sense of it, to let our thoughts loosen their grip until clarity begins to form from the blur. The first few kilometres of a run are noisy. Your body complains, your mind argues. But if you keep going past the chatter, past the persistence, you'll feel the shift. It's subtle, it's a click, a moment when the noise turns into rhythm, when what was once effort becomes the flow. And that's the door, that's where the silence lives. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Maybe this act of running is how we find our way back there. Because every run, in its own way, is a return to what's real, what's raw, what's really you. And in that silence, the mind stops fighting. The thoughts that once seemed urgent now seem so much smaller. You begin to see life from a different height, the kind of perspective that only comes when you've worked for it. One step, one breath, 1 mile at a time. There's a strange truth about running, because the more you give, the more it gives back. It asks you to dig deep from the parts of yourself that you usually run away from. But it also rewards you with clarity, with peace, with that quiet sense that everything might just be okay. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking." Maybe because motion, real physical motion, grounds us. It connects the mind and body in a way that nothing else can. And it reminds us that we're not separate from the world. We're part of it, moving through it, alive in it. When we run, we enter a kind of meditation. Our breath becomes mantra, our rhythm, prayer. And in a world that constantly demands attention, this quiet moving forward is rebellion. It's choosing focus, it's choosing presence. There are runs that you feel unstoppable, but there are runs that break you. The good ones teach you joy, the hard ones teach you truth. Both of them bring you closer to yourself. Because pain isn't punishment, it's guidance. It's your body's way of saying, "You're alive." Lay Tzu said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." And that's what running is. It's a letting go of control, of expectation, of who we think we're supposed to be. And in that surrender, something extraordinary happens. The space to grow. I've run through noisy cities and through silence, through rain, through heat, through pain. And every time I've come back changed. Not because the miles made me stronger, but because the silence showed me who I am when their strength ran out. And that's where the growth lives. Not in comfort, but in the quiet after the storm. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." And maybe freedom isn't about what we can escape, it's about what we can understand. Running doesn't erase the noise of life, it just helps you hear the music beneath it. And out here, on a run, I've learned that silence isn't empty, it's full. Full of lessons, full of answers, full of presence. And when the miles are done and the noise returns, you carry that stillness with you, like a flame that doesn't go out. Because beyond the silence, you don't just find peace, you find yourself. So while I try and escape the noise behind me, and you have a cup of coffee, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So it'll be really good if you can just hit that subscribe button and join the channel. My next video is going to be a completely change of pace. I'm going to take you on a 10-kilometer run that's taking place about 2.5 hours away from Abu Dhabi, the Al Dana Flat Out 10K. And 10K is a distance that I am not particularly fond of. So if you'd like to see how I get on, don't forget to click on that notified bell and you'll be notified when that video drops next week.